You know what, guys? Today has to be a very, very good day for President Trump. Of course, the Supreme Court actually heard arguments about whether or not he should be disqualified from the ballots due to the 14th Amendment. And it seems like, he's going to be on the ballot. It looks like even the liberal justices are going to keep him on the ballot. From what I actually heard, man, the liberal justices were really, really kind of stunned at the argument that the Colorado people, the Democrats, are trying to reason with as to why Trump shouldn't be on the ballot. It seems like they weren't buying it. Also today, the main topic here of this video, Joe Biden and classified documents. Well, his investigation is over with, and to a surprise to no one, there will be no charges filed against Beijing Biden. None. This man was the vice president and a senator when he actually had classified documents. This man had classified documents going all the way back to, what, 1974? Yeah. So I'm not surprised that they're not going to file any charges on him. Not surprised at all. But I am surprised by this. They actually said this man willfully held these classified documents. Doesn't seem like he should have actually had them. And boy, we got some devastating news about Joe Biden's mental health when it comes to this thing. I mean, the surprise is really not that they're not charging him with anything, but the details of his mental decline in all of this is shocking. So we're going to be talking about that in this video, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member live stream every single Friday. We're going to be having one tomorrow. Just starts at $5 per month by becoming a YouTube channel member. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. So here we go, guys. Look at this. Special counsel finds Joe Biden willfully retained classified docs, but is too mentally feeble to prosecute. Yeah. Beijing Biden is what, 81 years old. And we've been talking about his mental decline now for years, going back to the 2020 election. But it seems like, guys, it's worse than what we could possibly imagine. Now, Trump believes that Joe Biden will not be the Democrat nominee. And if these findings actually hold, man, boy, they're going to have to find someone else. Look here. It says Special Counsel Robert Hur will not charge Beijing Biden for his handling of classified documents, but included stunning revelations in his report of the deterioration of Biden's mental state that are perhaps more politically damning. The report says the investigation uncovered evidence that Beijing Biden willfully retained and disclosed classified materials after his vice presidency when he was a private citizen, but does not establish guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And right here, this is in his garage, and that's the Afghanistan documents right there. Just sitting out in the open. Just sitting out in the open. And this man is not the president. The president is the one that can actually declassify documents. Joe Biden wasn't that at the time. But they're going after Donald Trump. The Trump case should be dropped, and we're going to get to Donald Trump, man, because he did respond to all of this. Like I said, this is a good day for Donald Trump, if you ask me. Yet Hur's assessment of Biden's significantly limited memory also played a part in his decision not to prosecute. Look at this. Quote, "We have also considered that at trial, Mr. Biden would likely present himself to a jury, as he did during an interview of him as a sympathetic, well-meaning, elderly man with a poor memory." The report states, quote, "Based on our direct interactions with and our observations of him, he is someone for whom many jurors will want to identify reasonable doubt. Want to identify reasonable doubt," close quote. it would be difficult to convince a jury that they should convict him, by then a former occupier of the Oval Office, well into his 80s, of a serious felony that requires a mental state of willfulness. Wow, more documents right here. Look at this picture right here. This is in his Delaware home right there. Main office right there. Classified documents. That's number 10 right there. Hers report is riddled with examples and assessments that Biden's mental faculties and memory have deteriorated, saying, quote, Mr. Biden's memory also appeared to have significant limitations. Shockingly, the report says, quote, he did not remember, even within several years, when his son Beau died. Now, we've seen this on full display because Joe Biden is still out there lying, talking about his son died in Iraq. His son died of brain cancer, I believe in 2015. And he's been telling this lie for the longest time. Astonishing. Now look here. Jack Posobiec put this out over here. Says breaking special counsel Hur report states Biden could not remember when he was vice president or when his son died. Look at this here. In his interview with our office, Mr. Biden's memory was worse. He did not remember when he was vice president, forgetting on the first day of the interview when his term ended. Quote, if it was 2013, when did I stop being vice president? And forgetting on the second day of the interview when his term began. In 2009, or am I still vice president? Wow. The man stopped being VP in January 2017. That's when Trump came into office. He did not remember within several years when his son Beau died, and his memory appeared hazy when describing the Afghanistan debate that was once so important to him. Among other things, he mistakenly said he, quote, had a real difference of opinion with General Carl Eckenberry, when in fact Eckenberry was an ally whom Mr. Biden cited approvingly in his Thanksgiving memo to President Obama. In a case where the government must prove that Mr. Biden knew he had possession of the classified Afghanistan documents after the vice presidency and chose to keep those documents, knowing he was violating the law, we expect that at trial, his attorneys would emphasize these limitations in his recall. Astonishing, man. Joe Biden back then knew he was violating the law. He knew that. This is crazy. Now, this is all over the mainstream media, man. Even the mainstream media is saying that Biden willfully had these documents. They're saying that. And they got pictures everywhere here, too. In his garage right here. That may be his office right there. This stuff is everywhere. Everywhere. And Beijing Biden actually spoke about the classified documents. He's saying now the matter is now closed. Now, this is what he said right here. There's like a 7-minute clip. I'm not even going to play that, okay? He says, quote, bottom line is the special counsel, in my case, decided against moving forward with any charges, and this matter is now closed. Then he says this. I was especially pleased to see the special counsel make clear the stark differences between this case and Donald Trump. Most notably, after being given multiple chances to return classified documents and avoid prosecution, Mr. Trump allegedly did the opposite. According to the indictment, he not only refused to return documents for many months, he also obstructed justice by enlisting others to destroy evidence and then lie about it. The thing is, man, Trump was the president. He can actually declassify stuff. You can't. And you knew you had these documents when you shouldn't have had them for decades. For decades. Amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. And this is also trending right now, too. When I'm seeing 9-0 trending here on X, they're talking about the Supreme Court is probably going to have a 9-0 ruling in favor of Trump to keep him on the ballots. But right here, look at this here. Fox News. Trump demands DOJ immediately drop charges against him in classified docs case after Biden decision. Yeah. So down here, let's get to what Donald Trump said. And that trial is supposed to start on May 20th. Quote, they should immediately drop the case against me, Trump told Fox News Digital. I am covered by the Presidential Records Act. He wasn't. He had many times more documents totally unguarded. Mine were always surrounded by Secret Service and in locked rooms. Hearn, his report revealed damning photos of classified national security documents stored unsecurely in Biden's garage, basement, and offices in Wilmington, Delaware, in his home. Trump said Biden's case is 100 times more severe. Yeah. This case should be dropped. I mean, Trump should walk away free after this. Because if they're going to let Biden go, they need to let all former presidents go. Barack Obama has classified documents too. George Bush, they all do. They all do, man. But they had the authority to declassify whatever they want. So this is astonishing, man. Biden, he's guilty. He's guilty. The investigation said, yeah, he had this stuff. He knew he had it, and he shouldn't have had it. Biden is guilty, but we're not going to prosecute him. But it looks like they still want to go after Trump, even though he was the president. Think about this, man. It is a complete witch hunt, and I think everybody knows that. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.